Good afternoon. It's Sunday, January 16th. There's some football games later on today. I'm going to talk about the difficult art of self-promotion, or as some of us, people who avoid self-promotion, might call it bragging. If you've been raised not to brag, or in a culture that doesn't appreciate bragging, self-promotion can be a hard problem. Some of the best advice I got ever about it, and it wasn't to me specifically, it was in the context of a workshop, was from the Australian potter and publisher, Janet Mansfield. And she was very matter-of-fact about it. In fact, she had created whole magazines in part to promote her work and the work of Australian potters. Her view was, if you're making good stuff, nobody's going to know about it until you tell them. There's nobody running around looking for great pots hidden in other people's studios. So you've got to make some kind of an effort to say, look, I made a good pot. Would you like to see more? And that's where we're at today. So I fired the kiln, and these bowls for this kiln are going to the quote-unquote Super Bowl fundraiser at the Lawrence Art Center first Saturday in February. So coming up pretty soon. They've got a system where you can reserve a spot online. They're trying to minimize crowding, so forth. But there'll be a room full of pots, price 10, 20, 30, 40, so forth. You can buy as many as you want, and you can take credit cards and the whole bit, so forth. Anyway, so every year I make some, and these are some of the ones I'm making for this. And I want to talk about some of these because they turned out pretty well. So part of my challenge here is I'm making 50-some bowls, and I want them to be one of a kind, but I really don't have the time or energy to do intricate little fiddly bits on every single one. So I need to do one of a kind quickly. So one of the easiest ways, obviously, to finish off a pot is to just glaze it in one glaze. Okay, but that means that all of them would look pretty much the same other than their shapes and so forth. So I've taken that idea and I've said, okay, well, what if I dip it in one glaze and then dip it in a second glaze and then dip it in a third glaze and then dip it in a fourth glaze? And that's what I've done here. Okay. And even more than that. So for instance, that green, and I apologize about the lighting, is the same glaze as this green, only this one has all the colorants that the original recipe suggested. And this one has less of the iron, less of the copper. So it's basically a thinned out, I don't want to say watered down because that implies something mechanical, but this is a more translucent, less densely colored version of this glaze. But except for the color, they're going to behave exactly the same. One of the great things about this glaze is the way it responds here when I dip with this white glaze that I have. So this is the white glaze. And then it also responds pretty nicely when I dip with this blue glaze. And this is quote-unquote cranberry glaze that I got out of Ceramics Monthly, the recipe for it. And it does some nice things. Oh, how are we going to do this? With that texture I did. That roulette texture on the outside. So this is just one of the, and there's some of the same texture on the inside that played well. Same here. I've got texture running around the inside of the rim. In some cases it gets obliterated by the thicker glazes, but that's okay. And then in other places it peeks through with better visibility. So the whole thing gets more interesting. This one, okay, so this is just table stock. This won't be part of that. Part of what I liked about this, and again, because I'm on a roll, I'm trying to be efficient. All I'm doing is dipping these into 4 different glazes, and there's a time delay in between. You can't just go boom, 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 boom. I like the fact that it has a pale personality and a darker personality. And I'm not sure, at one point I was describing this glaze combination as tutti frutti. Because it is a little hard to explain to a distance. You know, grab my mug off the table. Which one is it? The one that looks like it went to clown school. I don't know. How would you describe them? And here's another one. Now, in this case, the blue over the cranberry got me a pretty good purple. And it's playing, the cranberry's revealing that texture pretty well. And I'm having this, there's a thing called hare's fur. So here's a good example of hare's fur, where two glazes are combining, but they don't make a unified single third color. They hop in around each other, and it looks like fur. Well, so we have the white over the cranberry, there was get some green under it, so forth. Even blue under it. I mean, this particular bowl is a riot of colors. So much for a plain old bowl. Anyway, I hope some of you can go to the Super Bowl. It's a good cause. And I'll keep making more bowls because I have more to meet my own quota. I have set a quota for myself, and I'd like to meet it. Have a great day.